The Clear Fork Lady Colts are back at home and playing in rare waters, coming off of a loss, but that was to one of the best teams in all of Ohio. Can the Lady Colts bounce back? We think they will, but they go up against a Marion-Harding squad that wants to play spoiler. Can the Colts move their magic number down one more ahead of their big game against Shelby next? We'll find out on your smartphone, TV, PC, tablet, any smart device you have. The pregame coming your way next.
I'm Joe Baylog. Tune into the Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report.
What are we doing?
Blue 41, hut,
Jory, I said you have to use your back. You back up into them, then you open up the lane. It's a new technique that we're using.
Yes, Coach.
Do it again? Again. Ain't no way I'm doing that again. Berardi! Get in here and show them how it's done.
Yes, Coach.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
This is our in-body machine, so you're going to see what you're made of, how much muscle you have, how much fat you have, what type of fat, where is the muscle, where is the fat, and then also super important, how much water do you have and where is the water? Is it inside of your cell or outside of your cell? So the in-body is a super quick process. You get all of this information in about 5 minutes. You just stand on the scale, you hold on to some handles, it sends electrical impulses through your body, nothing you feel, and this prints out immediately. So you'll leave with a piece of paper with all of your results on it, and it will also send it to your phone. We also spend a couple minutes helping you interpret your results so that you can learn what they mean. So you'll leave with a lot of information. It only costs $40. You can get online and sign up for an appointment, or you can call in and make an appointment today.
Local sports deserve to be done right. We're built for the communities that support the game. This isn't about one season. Every season matters because every game tells a story, and those stories don't stop at the final buzzer. We're here for every moment, big or small. Watch anytime, anywhere on your schedule. And it's always free to watch. This is the future of local sports. This is the OH Report.
Welcome inside the Global Energy Partners pregame show for this MOAC contest between the league-leading Lady Colts of Clear Fork High School and Marion-Harding. Hello, everybody. My name is Travis Berardi, alongside Jonathon Langdon. And Jonathon, Clear Fork, looking to get back on track after a loss to a very good Bellevue team.
Yeah, it's always tough to get out of Bellevue with a win, especially with how they're rolling right now these last couple of seasons. And Clear Fork, tough loss, puts one in the right side of the record column, but here they are trying to bounce back in an MOAC way.
Folks, apologies right now. The power went out, so we don't have any cameras or anything, but they're getting that fixed at the moment. You hear some clicking in the background, but here with Jonathon Langdon. And Jonathon, Clear Fork, 2 losses to 2 teams that have a combined 1 loss. That's Ashland, who has 1 loss to Waynedale. Bellevue, they are undefeated. You could say this is a very good team in D5.
Yeah, you definitely can. Clear Fork, they're going to be formidable no matter where they end up in the postseason play. And power outage or not, we're going to have a game here tonight, folks. It's going to be exciting to see Clear Fork go to work against MOAC foe yet again. And it seems like power's starting to circulate back.
And we're taking a look at Marion-Harding's team spotlight. Won 3 of their last 6 games on the up and up, but they've only played 1 non-conference game, which is crazy that, you know, at the end of the year they're going to have those non-conference games get ready for the tournament. And right now they're 3rd in the MOAC in rebounding as well, 31.6 rebounds per game. So you know, Clear Fork got to get some shots. They got to be physical inside.
Yeah, they definitely do. Just try to win the rebound battle here against a Marion-Harding team that is going to crash the glass with a lot of urgency here tonight, knowing that Clear Fork really excels on the offensive glass and able to get second chance, even third chance opportunities offensively. And a player like Adley Haines is going to have to really help out on that rebounding side.
We're going to take a quick pause because everybody's singing the national anthem, so we'll do that and be right back.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
Phenomenal job, sir, getting us back on here. But let's go take a look real quick at the Lady Colts team spotlight here under head coach Scott Sellers. And Jonathan, we were talking about this without power, but now with the power, we've got the power, as the song says. Number 1 in the D5 Group B RPI. Stellar. They're number 10 in D5 according to Max Preps, and they also broke a state record. We talked about this before. 10 threes against Fredericktown on 12:30.
Yeah, and the green light's going to be on, as it always is here at Clear Fork again here today against a Marion-Harding team that we saw in the JV game kind of let Clear Fork shoot a couple of those threes, but with the ability that Boccio and company have for these Colts to shoot it well, that may not be the plan that they want to go with here in the varsity game.
Yeah, Boccio, the second leading scorer in the MOAC, and we are underway. Tip 1 by the Lady Colts, 3 by Haley Thrush. Will not drop, and it'll be a rebound out to Harding. So here's this rebounding squad holding Clear Fork to 1 and done. First possession for them is a turnover. Just deflected away, and back come the Lady Colts in transition. Layup is true for Haley Thrush, and immediately a timeout by Marion-Harding is turning off defense into offense. That's what you see a lot from the Lady Colts. They'll get you with a steal, and immediately they're right down the court.
Yeah, and the head coach for Marion-Harding wants to lock in immediately. Power went out here at the gym. Maybe the power went out a little bit for those ladies with a little bit of a delay that may have slowed things down for Marion-Harding. Just got to lock back in here, quick 30-second timeout, and see if they can try to keep it close here in the first quarter.
So just underway here. A little bit of a delay because power got blown, but we're back here, and we are rolling as the Lady Colts are up 2-0. And they get a steal immediately. Inside a hook is a foul, and we'll have free throws by Elena Pelkey. 2 possessions for Harding so far, 2 turnovers, and the Lady Colts will get their first free throw attempts of the evening as Pelkey goes to the line, who is a 56.8% free throw shooter. In the Mechanics Bank free throw zone, she hits the first.
And as it's been all season long, Clear Fork's going to tell you right away if they're going to win this game or not. They have outscored their opponents 155-50 in the first quarter.
Yes.
So you usually get a good sense of how the game's going to go early on.
Adley Haines called for her first foul, and that makes the score 4-0. Open 3. Kaylin Simmons just off the mark. It's an offensive rebound. No, it's ripped out by Clear Fork. And guess who it is? It's Thrush. So the Lady Colts now into an offensive possession. Pick and roll inside. Layup just off the mark. And taken out by Harding. A good look there by Millie Chamberlain, but just unable to get the finish. And then we'll get a foul against Boccio, her first.
I just heard the head coach for Marion-Harding say, why are we leaving the best shooter in the league wide open on the left wing? And that's where a lot of problems happen. You leave one player open, you basically leave the rest of the team open because Boccio, not just one of the better shooters, she can play make as well and find anybody once Marion-Harding gets out of sorts.
0.3 behind Brooklyn Davis for the league lead and average, as that's, again, knocked out. And you'll see this a lot from Clear Fork. They're fast, they can hit the 3, but also hands in the passing lanes. They will frustrate you a full length of the court.
Yeah, and sometimes it's to their detriment because they do pick up some early fouls, but that has not been a problem for them, of course, going 12-2 to this point. They're going to take that aggressiveness, and if they get some fouls, they'll just book it on. They'll just book it on and keep going.
Brinley Barnett trying to get the pick 6 there, but too much contact. That'll be her first, and that's the team second of this game. Just underway here on the Wellspring scoreboard. 4-0 Lady Colts lead. Working around the screen, just chucking it up. That shot doesn't fall, and Asia Bechtel was just checked into the game with the long pass off the rebound. Boccio behind the back, gets it to Barnett. Now left side, 3 in the air, nothing but net. Asia Bechtel on the board. That's the 27th 3 made by her this season. On the other end, a very strong take to the hole, drops for Haines, and Harding's on the board, but guess what? Clear Fork right back at you, all the way down Main Street, layup good for Brinley Barnett, and another timeout by Marion-Harding. So they had some momentum there with the bucket, but immediately right back at you comes Brinley Barnett going coast to coast.
And I don't know about the first timeout, but that timeout right there is justified by Marion-Harding. You get a bucket, you get their first points of the game, but what do you do right after? You give, basically hand wrap the Lady Colts 2 more, voids that offensive possession that you had go well for you, and here's a 7-point game.
Yeah, take a look at the little streak we had right here, starting with the 3 by Bechtel, the lay-in on the other end by Haines, but look right through everybody, not getting back. You cannot do that. You cannot be slow to get back against a Clear Fork squad like this that can run the floor. 9-2 the score here. .204 gone by here in this opening quarter.
I'm seeing Jada Brokaw's going to get her first action here for the Colts. You know that Clear Fork loves to sub in bunches. They're going to do it here today. And here's that full court pressure we were talking about.
It'll be inbounded by Kaylin Simmons. It gets into Haines. Nice crossover to get past Jada Brokaw. Nearly trapped, gets away through that, kicks it right side, nearly intercepted. It will open up a 3-point attempt just off the mark. Long rebound out to Boccio. Ava into the corner to Bechtel. Another 3 in the air. She's 2 for 2.
Those corners are going to be wide open all game long with the type of defense we're seeing out of Marion-Harding.
Oh, nearly a walk right there. It'll be a jump ball. It'll stay, and it will allow the Lady Colts now to get wholesale changes.
Looks like it'll be a sideline out of bounds here, so not able to get a foot in the paint there from Marion-Harding on that foul to take it underneath.
Little accidental trip there by Haines. Won't get the inbounds, but it will go to Talia Thomas, and she loses it out of bounds.
Long passes are going to be risky against a Clear Fork team that is good at stealing the basketball, about 16 steals a game for this group. So while you don't want to have too many long passes, it's kind of necessary to beat this Colts team, but you just got to be careful whenever you do launch it down the court.
Barnett, give and go pass, skips it back over to Pelkey. Pelkey inside, Boccio, layup good. The second leading scorer in the MOAC is on the board. It's 14-2. Thomas works it around into the corner to a number 21 that I don't even see on the roster, and it turns into a miss. Back out to the Lady Colts. Nice crossover by Boccio. Give and go to Chamberlain. Passes it back out. Look, passing. I mean, a 3-player game with the triangle offense right there. Just quick passes and easy layup.
And it seems like they're just penetrating, kicking out, and then entering it right back inside. It seems like Marion-Harding has not been able to recover, just overplaying the 3-point line and also trying to handle those dribble drives. Leaves the 2 blocks wide open for anybody that is underneath there to take an easy layup.
Take a look at the replay of the nice passing. Nice inbounds, spin layup drops. (16-4). Euro step, scoop layup does not drop, and back will come Marion-Harding. And we're going to get a reach-in foul underneath as Thomas is trying to take it up, but it will be the 3rd foul on the Lady Colts.
And you'll take the foul, but if you catch that ball underneath, that's 2 points. Just got to take advantage whenever you do have an opportunity to score. There's not a lot of room for error when you play the Lady Colts.
Thrush called for her first foul. It's the team's 3rd. They still have 1 to give here at the midway point of the quarter, but something that may benefit Harding is getting into the bonus here. Simmons gets it inside, back out. She'll try the 3. Short. Good box out there by Bechtel. Allowed Clear Fork to come out with it. Barnett all the way in Doesn't hit backboard, but a lucky rebound won't fall. Back come the Presidents. And too strong in transition. It'll be their 4th turnover. Let's take a look at the Central Star Home Health replay.
Yeah, already halfway through this first quarter. Clear Fork doing their job, 16-4. They're also doing a good job rushing the Prexies here for Marion-Harding. Just not comfortable right now if you're in a black jersey here today at the Colt Corral.
Solid defense to start this possession by Harding, but nobody guarding Boccio. They had a good start at the defensive effort, but then just stayed off of Boccio, and now they turn it over as nobody was helping. 3 in the air, got it. Brindley Barnett with 5. Points off of turnovers. It's 21-4, and that'll be knocked out of bounds, and a chance for Clear Fork to reset their defense. But man, the last 3 threes I've seen out of the hands of Clear Fork have looked pretty darn nice.
Yeah, swishes, in fact. So great looking shooting, and it continues here in what has been a fantastic season from beyond the arc. And in the MOAC, it just seems like the Colts get an extra level of composure, and whenever they step up to shoot, it's just more likely to go in when they're playing in the league right now.
Brown Ridge gets underneath in transition, gets her 4th point. She leads the squad so far, 21-6. So one of those defensive lapses on the full court pressure. You'll get that every once in a while if somebody can break a press, and Harding able to there. And we're going to get a reach in before the walk. This will be an inbounds for the Lady Colts, as Thomas will get called for her first foul. 2:29 left opening quarter. The Lady Colts, who, like we said, this is their best quarter. They outscore their opponents by over 100. Coach Sellers talking with him before the game. Such a big key for them to get out to a strong start, and they've done that so far this season, as that's just going to be a tough reach-in foul by Jada Brokaw, the 4th on the Lady Colts after the miss from 3.
Another thing they do well is just simply force turnovers on the other team. They've forced 26 turnovers a game on whoever they go up against, and even against Bellevue, they did a good job just dismantling them in spurts. However, the Big Red were still able to win. Or the Redmen, my mistake.
Into the corner for Simmons for 3. She's got her first tray of the night. 21-9. Quickly on the other end, though, for the Lady Colts. Boccio hit that from Loudonville. It's 9 points for her already. It's 24-9. And a nice defensive effort by the Lady Colts gives them a 3-on-2. Boccio, does she have back-to-back? That one a little too strong, knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Colts, but my goodness, you thought a little momentum for Harding, but Boccio says, nah, I'm gonna hit that from about 8 feet behind the 3-point line.
And that's another thing that's important for winning basketball or winning programs. If you get hit in the mouth, do you have answers? And Clear Fork today that's been an astounding yes.
That's the 44th made 3 by Ava Boccio. And when she transferred in here to Clear Fork, Coach Sellers extremely happy to have her, and you're seeing her take over. She's got 11 now. 26-9. Lady Colts running right now.
It's one of their trademarked games. This is what we expect out of the Lady Colts at this point under Coach Scott Sellers.
That'll be a kick, and it'll stay with Marion-Harding. I mean,
very on brand.
She's so strong to the hoop, and it shows right there. But it's not only her. I was taking a look at the leading scorers. 4 of the top 20 scorers come from Clear Fork in the MOAC. Nice pass left side. Friendly bounce will drop for Pelkey. She's got her first field goal. 4 points, 28-9. Here comes Durian. Extra pass inside. Layup goes from Kamaria Jones. So the speed picking up a little bit by both sides. Boccio will try another deep 3. Nothing but nylon again. And another timeout. Marion-Harding with 41.6. They're halfway to their state record total in a quarter. They've hit 5 threes in this opening stanza. It's a 20-point game.
I was talking to some friends the other day about some other games that have happened in the area. There was a game on the boys' side, Fredericktown. They played against Cardington and scored 44 points in the first quarter. And we were just kind of going back and forth and saying, well, how can you possibly score 44 points in the first quarter? Well, I mean, we're looking at a Clear Fork team that's showing us how here tonight as they're approaching that total with 41 seconds left.
Their highest in a quarter is the first quarter against Galleon, 33. They had 32 when they put up the 10 threes in a quarter against Fredericktown. Now they're at 31 right here. As you take a look at head coach Edward McCants. Final 38 seconds. You got to think maybe Clear Fork does have a chance to tie their season high for the first quarter. Nice pass inside, good English, but it was too far underneath, and the Lady Colts will get that opportunity here. Barnett, right side to Pelkey. Pelkey, extra pass. Barnett in, she gets fouled, and she'll have a chance to do this from the line. Just quick ball movement as Durian gets called for the foul, but Jonathon, honestly, the seconds per possession for the Lady Colts seems like it's been under 10 per possession.
Yeah, it's been very quick work. Just getting to their spots. They know what they want. And it has not seemed to be too difficult for them to get to those points.
Barnett misses the first. Second free throw true. So 32-12, back up to a 20-point game. They scored that 32 against Fredericktown. They also have a 29-point quarter against Lexington in the second. 29 against River Valley in the second as well. Good transition there. Nice hands, though, by Rosie Stover. Rosie knocks that out of bounds and prevents the layup attempt, and now the Lady Colts will be able to get back in defense.
Yeah, coach is very animated for Harding. He's saying, go to the side with that pass. Bounce pass to the right. Get around that deflection. That's an easy bucket if they go with a different type of pass into the paint.
Moving around, almost lost the handle. Nutmegs gets it inside, but won't get the shot off at the buzzer. We played one from Clear Fork. It's a 32-11 Lady Colt lead.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
Coming up at halftime, you'll see those basketballs on the floor as the Mini Colts will have their halftime performance. There they are right there, getting ready, but we still have another quarter to play. And Jonathon, you and I didn't have much chance to talk about, these two teams because the pace of play has been at a crazy speed.
Yeah.
43 points scored in that opening stanza.
Part of me was saying I should probably just shut up and focus on the camera work because everybody's going too quick for me to talk.
5 different Lady Colts are in the scoring column. Ava Boccio already only 2 points away from her season average. She had 14, including 2 threes with a total distance of 1.5 miles, it seemed like. She was hitting. And she's going to look to do that again here. You betcha! That's 5 feet behind an NBA line, man. Good save on the other end by Darian to keep that alive, but 35-11 is the score. That's a turnover, the 7th by the Presidents. Boccio, will she pull from there? No, she gets defended.
I'll argue that she should have.
That'll be good defense. It's going to be the first turnover of the game by the Lady Colts, as that's fought for, knocked out of bounds by Hain off of Boccio. But, I mean, when you're hot, you're hot. And Boccio, that's going to be turned back over. That's looking like Mel Bluebaugh. I had a chance to talk to her mom here a little bit ago. Mel getting some quality playing time at MVNU in her first year, her freshman year, but she pulls from that distance too.
Yeah.
And it's good, even though she's graduated, they have somebody to replace her that can be that player. That's knocked out of bounds off the leg of the Lady Colts. It's off of Pelkey. It's the second turnover against the Lady Colts here tonight.
Yeah, both teams aren't necessarily turning the ball over in bunches. Of course, Harding is up there a little bit more than the Colts are, but a lot of it is just pace that has not been able to be kept up by these Prexies.
2-on-1, beautifully executed. Bucket goes for Boccio. She's got 19, but that's a nice dish. That is how you execute a good 2-on-1 in the lane. And then too many steps taken there. They'll pass led a little bit too much from Berardi.
And now this is where it gets dangerous. This is not your pace. You're trying to act like it is at this point, trying to break that press.
There's Millie Chamberlain.
But the second you beat that press, you just got to wait it out. Let everybody get out, use your half-court offense.
Ooh, almost a slip there. It's picked out for 3, nothing but nylon.
I mean, is there anybody on this team that can't shoot? It's been a clinic today for the Lady Colts.
Bechtel's third 3 of the night. She's got 9. Lady Colts have 40 in less than 10 minutes of gameplay. And there's a steal. Barnett dishes it over to Bechtel. Thought about the 3, but they'll get it inside the Boccio. Counted in 1. Foul will go against Haines, her second. And, I mean, everything Boccio's throwing up right now is going in.
Yeah, just break down there, wide open in the middle. Late recovery to try and contest from the Prexies, and all that's going to do is trigger a foul.
Free throw drops. Skip pass, going to be intercepted. Out in transition, 3-on-2. Boccio, she's going to take it all the way. Oh, extra pass. Hook won't go. Put back dropped.
I mean, once you start hitting threes, your confidence goes up anywhere you are on the floor, and that's Exhibit A right there.
45-11. And a steal. Into the lane, Pelkey. Layup good. And a timeout by Marion-Harding. They'll have 1 remaining here with 5:36 left, but this is all Lady Colts. And this is why they are number 10 overall, according to Max Preps, in the state of Ohio in Division 5.
Yeah, and I mean, if this was the second half, we'd have a running clock right now. This has been absolute dominance today from the Lady Colts, coming back into conference play after a tough loss to Bellevue. This is how you respond, and I mean, this is what you love to see too if you're a Lady Colt fan.
According to Max Preps, Bellevue in all of Ohio, number 2. Clear Fork had that game to 4 in the 4th quarter. It's not like they got blown out either. They had it to 4, but Bellevue, Coach Sellers says, a phenomenal team. They just, every time Clear Fork hit a shot, they'd hit a shot. It was down to 4. Bellevue got a score, a steal, a score. They pulled the Baylog, and were able to pull away late into that game. But Clear Fork, like I said, the 2 teams they lost to, Ashland 63-42, and then Bellevue. Both teams ranked in the top 66 in all of Ohio, and that says something. And you always talk about those bounce-back games. You lose one early on, you lose to a good team. What do you do coming out of it? And that man right there, Coach Sellers, he had his team ready to go here tonight. It seems like they're taking out some of that aggression from that loss. And I'm sorry it had to be against Marion-Harding.
That's what I was about to say. Poor Marion-Harding getting stuck in the schedule at a wrong time.
There's the handoff to Haines. And quickly shut down into the corner to Simmons. Double teamed. Pivoting, and then they had to use their final timeout. So Harding is out of timeouts with 5:16 left in the half. It's a 15-0.
I don't think I've ever seen a team use all of their timeouts in one half like this. It has been a shocker. I mean, they used their first timeout after the first bucket of the game. That just tells you the story of this one so far, if the scoreboard doesn't already tell it for you.
7-3 so far tonight by the Lady Colts. Harding does have one as well. But this is just, the way they're playing here tonight, I don't know if there's going to be many teams that can beat Clear Fork like this. However, on the 27th, we'll have a highlight. They go to Colonel Crawford. I think and they go to Shelby. That's their next game, is at Shelby. It's always a tough task for them, no matter who they play, what team it is they play. That's going to determine the conference right there.
But to shift the conversation away from Clear Fork for a second, think about Harding here. You use your final timeout. You're going to be on the offensive side of the ball. What do you do here after this blitz that you have gone under to just try and put a respectable game together here for the final 2.5 quarters?
This is all about, just trying to find something that works. There's a corner three, a little bit too strong, and a nice high-pointed rebound there by Brindley Barnett. Out and running comes Clear Fork. Boccio stops, pops, short. And she's smiling right there. I think she rushed that a little bit too much and got the air ball out of it, but
surprised that determined the Clear Fork dictionary with how we've seen the game go today.
We in the game like to call that a heat check.
She's had plenty of heat checks. She's already got 24 points, which is...
Yeah, almost. I have 30 on my scorecard. She may get there before the half, and then I'll have to fill in another column for her. Final 4:40 of the half. Thomas into the lane. The pass is kicked, and it'll be an inbounds. This is a Harding squad that on the season, shooting 35% from inside the paint, only 19% from three, but Clear Fork, despite the height disadvantage, they're just causing problems.
I mean, when you play as fast as this team does, having a good presence inside is great, but sometimes it can hinder you from playing at that tempo. So,
and you just see it right there, the double team. It's a good look on the outside, just in and out. But it's just the way that they're able to keep their hands in the passing lane. They're physical. That always cancels out a taller squad.
And some of the taller players that you do have, like Millie Chamberlain, who just checked into the game, she's going to sit in the corner and knock down threes.
Ava Boccio. That's her 4th three of the night. Asia's looking to break the single game record for threes, held by a couple greats from Clear Fork the last couple of years.
That has seemed to be broken every other year.
Turnover into the lane, in and out, knocked out of bounds, and we'll go back. Pelkey nearly had to lay up the drop, but that was good hustle on the other way by Durian. And that's what you want to see here. It's already 50-11, but you want to see your team not give up, and they've been doing that so far. Skip pass left side, Thomas.
You also want to see some crisp passing.
Simmons a bit short, long rebound out to Boccio.
Move the ball around without turnovers. If you lose the rest of this game, missing shots, you'll take that.
Boccio a bit short. Chamberlain gets the board, kicks it left side off the backboard and out of bounds to Marion-Harding.
But yeah, with Harding, turnovers have killed you early. So I think the mission here, as I said, is lose this game, lose the rest of this game missing shots rather than committing turnovers.
Final 3-12. Mid-range jumper in and out. And there's Chamberlain with the board. It was a good look. Just doesn't fall. Boccio. Screen, pick and roll. Chamberlain open inside. Quick release, counted and one. And Millie Chamberlain is in and on the board now. All 5 starters have scored here this evening.
Millie, just a freshman, has looked great as a forward for this team. She's also one that can shoot the 3-ball well. Fits the Clear Fork brand.
That'll be a foul against the Lady Colts. Surprisingly, after the first quarter, that's only their first foul of the quarter. Pelkey called for her first. They had 4 fouls pretty quick in that first half. But whatever Coach Sellers said in between quarters worked. They're still forcing turnovers and they're not fouling. Taking a look at the Harding bench here. Thomas, free throw line, one-hands it, but Stover there, one and done. Now you're seeing Marion-Harding spread it out, settling with some open looks from outside, but just one and done. That shot off the mark. Offensive board put back around the rim, no. Stover with the board, no, it's taken away. Unlucky there. Back comes Harding. Back out to Haines. Into the corner for Durian. Too strong. And there's Boccio once again. Final 2:10 of the half. 52-11 Lady Colts. Barnett. Crosses into the lane. Extra pass. 3. Bechtel. A little too strong that time. One and done. That's going to be a tough luck backcourt violation.
Yep, you can never really stop yourself at that point. You got to make sure you get all the way across that line before you think about a change in momentum that's sharp.
Brownridge will check back in for Marion-Harding. Clear Fork making another set of wholesale changes. Clear Fork currently a 1-game lead on Shelby for the conference lead. They're 3 up on Pleasant, so it's pretty much down to a 2-team race. Thrush back into the game. Working the point, gets it to Boccio, a bit short. Offensive rebound by Wine. Kicks it back out. Open 3, too strong. See if Harding can get something going, at least get some momentum going into the break. Oh, that's a strong run to the hole, but again, it just won't fall. They're not getting any shots to drop.
They're doing the right thing though. The inside is starting to open up. So take as many shots as you can from there. And as I said, just missing some shots right now. You'll take that over turnovers.
Jada. Oh, what a cut. Just a bit short. And a foul on the offensive rebound, but Boccio's doing it all tonight. She comes out of nowhere on that great pass, but a little bit short on the shot. Saved by Wine. And she's fouled on the offensive board. 46 seconds left in the half. We will have a running clock to start quarter number 3. Get it in Jada Brokaw. Brokaw down the lane, and she's hand-checked. That'll be the 5th, I believe, against...
No, it's 4th.
No, it's the 4th against Harding, so it'll be bonus the rest of the way for Clear Fork. Oh, Boccio off the defender, but Simon says he ain't doing that to me. Return to sender. I mean, what presence of mind not to watch this. And then she just turns and says, nah, you ain't doing that to me. Turns into a 3-point attempt on the inbounds. Rebound knocked out of bounds, and will go to Harding.
It's a great looking block shot.
Yes.
That's a good highlight from this game for Marion-Harding.
Simmons not stopping on the play and prevents usually what turns into being a easy layup. Not that time. We're gonna get a foul against Clear Fork on the pass. Oh, and it actually turned off a three-point attempt. Bastion Wine gonna get called for the foul.
Starting to turn into a little bit of a practice here for Marion-Harding. Coach giving good instructions from the bench. Just making sure they're learning through this rough experience in this first half.
Oh, good passing. Simmons not open through three. Gets it inside, good post move, good spin, and the lay-in's good.
Best possession of the day there for the Prexies. You gotta love that.
On the other end, a bit short. Can Harding finish with a shot? They will not get it. That'll take us to the break. Clear Fork looking why they're the number 10 team in all of Division 5. They lead Harding 52-13. We'll take a break and show you the halftime festivities with the Mini Colts after this.
Hi, I'm Joe Baylog. Tune into The Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report.
What are we doing? Blue 41, hut, Jory, I said you have to use your back. You back up into him, then you open up the lane. It's a new technique that we're using.
Yes, coach. Do it again? Again. Ain't no way I'm doing that again.
Berardi, get in here and show them how it's done.
Yes, coach.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
This is our in-body machine, so you're gonna see what you're made of, how much muscle you have, how much fat you have, what type of fat, where is the muscle, where is the fat, and then also super important, how much water do you have and where is the water? Is it inside of your cell or outside of your cell? So the in-body is a super quick process. You get all of this information in about 5 minutes. You just stand on the scale, you hold on to some handles, it sends electrical impulses through your body, nothing you feel, and this prints out immediately. So you'll leave with a piece of paper with all of your results on it, and it will also send it to your phone. We also spend a couple minutes helping you interpret your results so that you can learn what they mean. So you'll leave with a lot of information. It only costs $40. You can get online and sign up for an appointment, or you can call in and make an appointment today.
Local sports deserve to be done right. We're built for the communities that support the game. This isn't about one season. Every season matters because every game tells a story, and those stories don't stop at the final buzzer. We're here for every moment, big or small. Watch anytime, anywhere on your schedule. And it's always free to watch. This is the future of local sports. This is the OH Report.
Thanks for tuning in live and free for some Clear Fork Lady Colt basketball. Time to thank our sponsors bringing you tonight's live and free coverage. Shout out to Global Energy Partners, helping communities with exceptional work while utilizing local business. Also a shout out to Wellspring Custom Pharmacy and Health Source, helping you choose effective vitamins and supplements and can prepare custom medications as prescribed by your healthcare provider. Also shout out to Central Home Star Health. When you wish upon a star, care will come to where you are. Shout out also Laborers Local 1216. Feel the power of Labor Union 1216, serving members in North Central Ohio with workplace safety, protection, training, and more. Find out more online on our website and Facebook page in the description of this broadcast here today. Also shout out to Mechanics Bank, Richland County's only independent community bank, and also Spirion Mid-Ohio. Proud to support our local athletes. They know the foundations that make great employees are woven into the teamwork, focus, drive, and perseverance given in each practice and game. Spirion Mid-Ohio. Let's get to work. 52-13, explosive first half for the Lady Colts. We'll step aside, take a break, come back with your halftime numbers on the OH Report.
Carry supplements that are from companies that do a lot of testing. So they will test their raw ingredients. They'll test them afterwards as well. And they're testing for both purity, and then they're also testing for potency. So things like arthritis, inflammatory bowel disease. We have a lot of supplements and also prescriptions we can recommend, and lifestyle type things that can help with that as well.
break. Yes, that is right. It's 52-13 in favor of the Lady Colts of Clear Fork. Travis Berardi back here with Jonathon Langdon as we take a look at the halftime stats. And, I mean, rebounding and turnovers. And then when you hit 8 threes in the first half as well, I mean, you're just rolling right now.
Yeah, and I mean, most of those threes came in the first quarter, which was explosive in its own right. So great work for the Lady Colts to just come out here and respond well to a loss to Bellevue not too long ago. And coming back into MOAC play, there's a lot of questions on if the Colts can finish out and go undefeated in the league. Well, I mean, if they keep playing like this, I don't think that's going to be a question anymore, Travis.
As you look at the stats, individual scoring so far for Harding, they're led by Ramya Brownridge with 4 points. Kaylin Simmons with 1 3, 3 points, 2 points from Adley Haines, and Kamaria Jones as well. Griffin also with 2 points. As for the Lady Colts, it's been all Ava Boccio. 24 first half points. Brindley Barnett, Eliana Pelkey, both with 6. 4 points, 12 points, I should say, from Asia Bechtel. 4 threes, 2 points from Haley Thrush. 8 threes, forcing 15 turnovers. That's the Clear Fork way.
Yeah, that is. And Marion-Harding suffered a lot in that first quarter, do a lot of turnovers. They did a better job in that second quarter, just cleaning things up and taking some good shots that just ultimately have not been able to fall here in this game. But you got to applaud what the Prexies have done in response to how lopsided that first quarter was.
Just about ready to rock here as President players checking in. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're waiting. They got their starters out there, and we are ready to rock. This will be a running clock. Unless Harding goes on a big run, this will be a running clock for the remainder of this one. Good look to start, but just like the first half, they're just not falling for the Presidents here tonight. Boccio deep on the other end, too strong, and a quick rebound by Griffin.
Yeah, you'll see her throw up a bunch of shots here in this third quarter just to try and add to what has already been a stellar night, but I don't imagine her playing too much longer here in this game.
Nice pass inside, layup goes. Jones with her 4th. That's a very nice offensive set there. Back on the other end, corner 3. Pelkey's got her first.
There's that answer. That's been the problem for the Presidents most of this game is they've hit shots, but Clear Fork's come right back and gotten them right back.
Simmons looking for an answer on her own. Too strong off the backboard. 9 threes tonight by the Lady Colts. Boccio stopped. Step back 3. Short. Rebound bouncing out of bounds. Went off ahead of somebody, but it'll stay as you take a look at the replay. A little bit off the mark there. Can give you a scoring update in the WCAL. Hillsdale Norwayne. Big battle at the top of the ranks right now as Boccio up and under. No offensive board. Yes. Chamberlain's got her 4th, but Hillsdale leads Norwayne 62-57 with 90 seconds left. What a win for the Falcons. I think they're on a 25-game losing streak to Norwayne. We'll have them tomorrow night. Great look there from Durain, I should say.
It's starting to rain for Marion-Harding here in the second half.
Back-to-back possessions with buckets. It's 57-18. And you talk about in a game like this, just trying to get something good going. Boccio too strong. And that'll be an into-the-back foul called by Pelkey. And Harding will look to make it 3 in a row. 3 possessions in a row.
I mean, right now, Harding's winning the quarter 5-4, so you'll take that.
It was 32-11 Clear Fork in the first quarter, 20-2 in the second for the 52-13. Simmons gets it to Haines inside, deflection off, and it will stay with Harding. Ball pinballs around. It should stay. No, they're going to say it went off of Harding last. That'll be their 16th turnover of the game. Haven't had a chance, but while we have 0.3 seconds, want to welcome everybody watching live and free tonight. Let us know where you're watching from. We'll try to shout you out, but we got a running clock the rest of the way. Beautifully executed there by Ashton Wine. The 7th clear fork player in the scoring column.
It's starting to slow down just a little bit.
Oof.
Might have a quick shout-out segment here towards the end of this third.
Yeah. Brokaw with the effort, but it will go out of bounds. 4:35 on a running third quarter clock. 59-18 is the score. Straight away, Haines, good look. 4th point for her.
Very blunt coaching. Coach for Marion-Harding saying, do not throw it into the corners. That's where they're getting us. They're trapping us in the corners. So everything we want to get, it's in the middle. So just keep trying to keep it in the middle offensively and see where that takes you.
Simmons gets it out in transition, kind of thrown up there. And Clearfork comes out with it with their 21st rebound of the night. Boccio, stop, pop, bang. 10. Back here. Both free throws were made by Haines, making it 62-22. Lady Colts, oh, beautiful flex cut. And Pelkey's got double digits, she has 11.
Yep, it's time to start finding some other ways to score other than shooting threes. You can hit threes any game, but you can also start missing threes in any game, so they got to be ready for that.
Simmons gets her 2nd three. She's got 6. Final 2 minutes of the third. Almost a turnover. Boccio with the hook. Woo! That's a play of the game nominee right there, if I've ever seen one, Jonathan.
Yeah, there's a game full of highlights. Had that block earlier for the Prexies, and then you got that nice scoop play.
66-25. Open look. Haines just off the side of the iron, no good, 1 and done. Pelkey gets it to Boccio. She wants to try and get 30. Does she have it? Short. Rebound fought for it, stays with the Lady Colts. Good job by Jada Brokaw there.
I will say that's a part of the game that we haven't seen much of for the Lady Colts, the offensive rebounds, but they do a good job getting one there. Here's the extra possession. Can they turn it into points?
There's the spin into the lane, foul, and free throws coming up for Pelkey. That's a solid take by her. She's had herself a nice night dribbling the basketball, Jonathan, especially inside.
Yeah, good job as a slasher. Just keeping the ball controlled as they go into the basket, limiting turnovers.
First free throw is true. Pelkey has 14. Wine and Barnett will check in. Thomas also will come in for Harding. This will most likely be the final play of quarter number 3 inside the Mechanics Bank free throw zone. drains them both. She is 15, a quiet 15 tonight. Those are the best types of scoring too. When you look at the scoreboard and scoring book and say, wow, she had that, that's awesome.
Yeah, a lot of the times it's a layup, maybe 1 or 2 layups a quarter.
Final
and
2
it adds
seconds. At the horn, nope, won't get off. Too much friendliness there to end quarter 3. Lady Colts will have a running clock to begin quarter 4. They lead at 68-25.
Carry supplements that are from companies that do a lot of testing. So they will test their raw ingredients. They'll test them afterwards as well. And they're testing for both purity and then they're also testing for potency. So things like arthritis, inflammatory bowel disease. We have a lot of supplements and also prescriptions we can recommend and lifestyle type things that can help with that as well.
Well, technically, you could call this money time, but the Lady Colts have already cashed their check. They've gone to the ATM. They've gotten all their money out. They lead at 68-25. And for the first time tonight, Quinn Stover getting a look,
well, I was about
and she
to say,
scores.
Quinn Stover has not cashed anything, so she's looking to go to the bank here in this 4th quarter. And that's what she just did.
Skip back outside to Thomas. Thomas looking inside. It's saved. And she just found her way to it. That would have been great if that would have gone down. We're going to get a foul, I think, on Harding after the rebound. But she's like, hey, look what I found. Foul's going to go against Durain. And Clear Fork will get the inbounds. Quinn Stover playing on the JV and varsity squads. 3-on-2 layup goes. Pelkey with 17, and that'll make any coach smile.
Yeah,
the way you can run a 3-on-2, you get the point, you get 2 wings,
get the
easy
steal.
layup, and now a steal in 4 straight. No, it's a rejection. Durain with the nice block. And again, that's what you appreciate as a coach when you're down, is just the hustle no matter what. 3 from the outside is too strong, and it's a rebound for Simmons. Back comes Haines into the corner. Nothing doing there. Chamberlain gets a board. The 25th for Clear Fork. Out in transition, a little too strong, though. And only, I believe, that's their 4th turnover of the night. Millie Chamberlain playing great transition defense, and she says, I'll take that.
I hope she loses again. We're going back and forth here. It's a track meet in the 4th.
That'll go, will stay with Harding.
Into the game for Clear Fork, number 1, Brokaw, number 44, Silver, number 12, Bechtel.
Looking at the inbounds, they get it in, Haines. It's a final from Norwayne. Hillsdale 67, Norwayne 64. The Falcons have put their name into the WCAL championship race. Quarter 3. Jada Brokaw's first bucket of the night. Clear Fork's already had their name in the conference championship race.
I feel like Clear Fork's starting to erase some of the other names that are on in the conversation here for the MOAC with their performance here tonight.
Looking for a corner 3 answer, no, but a lucky bounce. We'll keep possession here with Marion-Harding. 75-25. In about 4.5 minutes, we'll have the post-game show. We'll talk with our MVP. That's a nice take to the hole in one. Haines with her 8th point. Fearless in there, Jonathon.
Yeah, great take, scooping it up, shovel shot.
Number 20. Checking into the game for Clearfork, number 35, Rush.
Adley Snyder called for the foul. The sophomore forward getting her looks today. As Haines, point away from getting in double figures. Haines averaging 12.4. She's getting up to that mark. Stover, oh, she could have taken that all the way, but gets it off the Rosie.
And I would say that's just to keep the clock moving, but it's been moving this entire second half. So that's a moot point.
Marion-Harding, number 0, Simmons.
Simmons called for her first foul.
Second team foul.
Only the second of the quarter. Brush, stop baseline. Poked out, it'll stay. Good hands there by Durain. Nine Lady Colts have scored here tonight. That'll be a tripping foul on Thomas, her second, only the third. But only 2 players so far have not scored that have been in this game for Clear Fork, and that tells you about the balance that they have as well, Jonathon.
Yeah, you just hope that you can keep that through the postseason if you can rely on everybody to be a threat offensively.
Haines will get called for her 4th. And after this inbound, the Lady Colts will be in the bonus the rest of the way. 7 players with over 3 points per game. Everybody on the roster, though, averaging over 1 point per game. 5 players over 6. I mean, just the balance. Ooh, missed a backcourt violation there. Oh, what a pass, though. Only now 1 player that hasn't scored in this game.
Keep bringing it up, Travis. Keep bringing it up.
That's what we call a reverse jinx. Stover gets a steal, though. Final 2 minutes. Running the floor. Wide open layup. Yes. Wine's 4th. It's 79-28. This is the highest output the Lady Colts have put up this season. 73 was the number before in their win over River Valley. Simmons pulls off for 3, off the glass and in. I mean, it is money time. Might as well go to the ATM, go to the bank. She's got 9 points. Stover deflected, but they'll call a foul, and I believe that'll be Haines' 5th. So Haines will foul out with 9 points, tied for the team high with Simmons. Stover will go to the line, but this most likely will be the final plays of this game. So the Lady Colts do have a chance to hit an 80.
Checking in for the Colts, number 21, Chamberlain, number 30, Pelkey, in for Harding, number 24, Hurley, at the line.
Hi, guys. Stay tuned right here. After the game, we'll have the post-game show, and then we'll talk with Coach Sellers as well. And they've hit 80. Quinn.
Also, shout out Jake Furr in the building, who looks to have already finished up his article. Just waiting to splash in some quotes here and there.
Second free throw missed. It's a rebound by Simons. Final 14 seconds. Baseline drive, kick back out. Long 2, just off the mark. And Coach Sellers saying, hold up, and that'll do it. Lady Colts, off that tough loss to Bellevue, fight right back, put up 80 against Marion-Harding. They won it 80-31. We'll take a break and talk to our MVP as well as hopefully Coach Sellers in our postgame after this.
Hi, I'm Joe Baylog. Tune into The Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report.
What are we doing? Blue 41, hut, Jory, I said you have to use your back. You back up into him, then you open up the lane. It's a new technique that we're using.
Yes, coach. Do it again? Again. Ain't no way I'm doing that again.
Berardi, get in here and show them how it's done.
Yes, coach.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
This is our in-body machine, so you're going to see what you're made of, how much muscle you have, how much fat you have, what type of fat, where is the muscle, where is the fat, and then also super important, how much water do you have and where is the water? Is it inside of your cell or outside of your cell? So the in-body is a super quick process. You get all of this information in about 5 minutes. You just stand on the scale, you hold on to some handles, it sends electrical impulses through your body, nothing you feel, and this prints out immediately. So you'll leave with a piece of paper with all of your results on it, and it will also send it to your phone. We also spend a couple minutes helping you interpret your results so that you can learn what they mean. So you'll leave with a lot of information. It only costs $40. You can get online and sign up for an appointment, or you can call in and make an appointment today.
Local sports deserve to be done right. We're built for the communities that support the game. This isn't about one season. Every season matters because every game tells a story, and those stories don't stop at the final buzzer. We're here for every moment, big or small. Watch anytime, anywhere on your schedule. And it's always free to watch. This is the future of local sports. This is the OH Report.
Marion-Harding 31, the best offensive output by Clear Fork this season so far, Jonathan.
Yeah, and I mean that entire second half really could have been our post-game show. It was done and dusted at the end of 2. Came out. Great job by the Colts to keep their foot on the pedal in this game, but also a great job by the Prexies to put up a respectable performance, especially early on in that third quarter. They were stride for stride with Clear Fork for a good 5 to 6 minutes. And then the rest of the fourth, the Colt bench came in, made their statements to try and get some more playing time this year. So all around, I think that second half was a win-win from both of these sides, especially considering what the halftime score was for Marion-Harding.
16-12 was that third quarter, and then 12-6 in the fourth. As you take a look at, I mean, everything on the side of Clear Fork, they only turned the ball over 5 times. They out-rebounded Harding by 12 to my number. Might be a little bit more when you look at the final stats. 11 threes, balanced. They have 22s. Nobody was in foul trouble. This was just a great bounce-back night for LCP.
And it was a track meet. That's what it was. I mean, just running back and forth, missed shots on Marion-Harding's side. Not missing too many shots if you're Clear Fork here tonight. Of course, putting up 80 on the board, it's very easy for you to find out that this was a hot team here in this game, and they ran away with it. Despite shooting just 7 to 10 from the line, not a problem here when you win by 49 points.
Absolutely. This is what we have coming up Saturday. Centerburg East Knox. That you, Mr. Langdon. East Knox knocked off Centerburg the last time they played, so we'll see. That could be a big game in the KMAC, according to the top of the race, if East Knox can get the best of them. They just fell to Northmore close once again.
Yeah, Cray is very excited. My counterpart for KMAC games is very excited to see that game and figure out how did East Knox beat Centerburg the first time around. That's what we're going to find out tomorrow afternoon.
Then on MLK Day, that's going to be quite the game. If it's for sure Purcell Marion, who's been just dominant the last 3 years, taking on Big Walnut and Sidney Mobley. That's going to be a fun game to watch on Monday night. We'll be watching that while you and I host the podcast. And I have a message for Browns fans who have just been angry at our optimism that the Steelers were going to win a Super Bowl. People are like, wait, I got so many comments. I'm going to talk more about that. We still have hope. I'm just saying, we have hope. You don't, because you have
Cleveland never has hope.
Exactly, that's why. Anyway, back to basketball. Another big game. River Valley Mansfield Christian non-conference, and then Loudonville at Centerburg. They're one of those 4 teams in the mix. We'll see if Centerburg can get past East Knox. That could determine a lot. Northmore at Danville, besides Upper Sandusky, and then another big game in the OCC, the Ohio Capital Conference, Westerville and Big Walnut. Now the boys, I got a big one tomorrow night. Hillsdale, fresh off of its first win in years over Norwayne, will take on Triway in non-conference action. This could be a big RPI booster for them. I'll be on the call tomorrow night. Danville will be at Mansfield Christian. Danville, they still get Fredericktown at home. That court is it's a different animal. I think that'll be a lot different than what we saw at Fredericktown. They'll take on a good Mansfield Christian squad. Harding at River Valley tomorrow as well. And then Sunday, we actually have 2 games at ODU on Sunday. Big Walnut, Perrysburg, and then Westerville North and Aiken. 2 really good games Bryce Coder will have with Joe Baylog on Sunday. I'll be back on Tuesday at Hillsdale. They look for revenge against Waynedale. And then Big Walnut and Delaware Hayes. So I have something in common with Delaware Hayes. The head coach of Delaware Hayes coached at my alma mater, Bishop Donahue, for 1 year before moving on to the coaching ranks. So that's your little 9 degrees of Kevin Bacon, the 9 degrees of Travis Berardi.
And I'm not sure
right
if
there.
you heard the news as well that Delaware is going to be getting a new school here in the next couple of years. They're going to be adding a new school district. So Hayes, of course, has been prominent, one of the powerhouses in Columbus in a lot of the sports. But that could shake things up depending on how that map goes out for that new school.
Yeah. Hello, folks. I'm Travis. This is Jonathan. We're going to take a quick break here and get ready for MVP interview as well as continue in the postgame with Scott Sellers. After this, 80-31 is your final.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
Time now for your Laborers Local MVP. Ava Boccio joins us here as an 80-31 win over Harding propels you guys after a tough loss to Bellevue. You scored 24, your 27 points in the first half. I mean, just take me through going off of a tough loss, coming here back home to familiar ground, what it was like to heat up in the first half there.
We played really good. We played like the hardest we ever played, I think, in the first quarter. And then we all just made our shots and layups.
Yeah, very good job from you guys. And Ava did grow quite a bit. She's towering over me here. But Ava, I mean, your teammates helped you out. You had some great looks from three that you were able to build for yourself, but also the teamwork today was kind of the catalyst to get past these Marion-Harding. What's practice been like the last few days, just trying to get back in the win column?
We did a lot of shooting and transition stuff.
Shooting transition. Did you see anybody kind of pop out and kind of get themselves better after that loss? Anyone in particular jump out to you?
Like on our team?
Yeah, on the practice. Anybody step up their game?
I feel like we all did at practice, yeah.
Gotcha. Well, moving forward here in the MOAC, Coach Sellers is going to have you guys working hard to get that win and ultimately pull forward to potentially win the MOAC this year. What do you think as your team is going to have to do in practice to get that done?
We're going to have to work really hard because I think the next game we play Shelby and they're really good, so we have to work really hard at practice.
Absolutely. Shelby coming up. Congratulations to you. This is a great way for you guys to kind of dwell into that Shelby game coming up. Go ahead and take a look at this camera. Give any shout outs you want.
I want to shout out all my teammates and my mom and dad.
All right, Ava Boccio here. 27 points in the win over Harding. Congratulations to you. We'll step aside. And Coach Sellers is joining us here momentarily.
Thank you.
Carry supplements that are from companies that do a lot of testing. So they will test their raw ingredients. They'll test them afterwards as well. And they're testing for both purity and then they're also testing for potency. So things like arthritis, inflammatory bowel disease. We have a lot of supplements and also prescriptions we can recommend and lifestyle type things that can help with that as well.
Scott Sellers. And Coach, before the game, I talked to you about the importance of getting out to an early lead. In the first quarter, you guys outscored your opponents so far this year by over 100 points. It was exactly that same thing tonight, early and often actually, as you guys just rolled to the victory. 22s, 11 threes, 7 to 10 from the free throw line. It was a complete night for you guys tonight.
Yeah, and we started out defensively, I thought, really strong. Obviously, we made some shots in the first quarter, but I think intensity-wise, defensively, it kind of set the tone for what we wanted to do and how we performed offensively in the first. It kind of carried over to the second quarter with them. You know, the kids understand where we're at right now, which is, you know, that's a big win for us. We have 4 MOAC games left, 2 big ones next week. So they knew they needed to take care of tonight, and they came out and played really hard.
And also, it's a good bounce back win. I know you played. Right now, it's determined the number 2 overall team in the state of Ohio, according to Max Preps. Bellevue, you put up a big fight, but, you know, only the second time this season you've come off of a loss, and you looked very good. It's like you guys shook off that loss, and you're back to playing Clear Fork basketball.
Well, and listen, we play them every year. This is our 4th year in a row. We've only won once against them, and we've lost now 3 times, but they're just such a good program. They got shooters everywhere. They got one of the best bigs in the state. I think their coaching staff is about as good as they come.
Yeah.
So I think we took a lot out of the game, with how they prepared for us and how we prepared for them and how we kind of fought them. And then it was on to today after the snow day on Wednesday. So, you know, same thing that happened when we played Ashland. Very good, very disciplined, very well coached, and we took some things out of that. You know, we still got Colonel Crawford coming, who's really good. We still got West Holmes coming, and so we're going to continue to play and schedule those types of games to get us ready for conference games that we have.
And I mean, it helps the tournament resume as well, playing these teams, because with the RPI now, it doesn't matter. You know, you play good competition, you're going to get rewarded with that. And the 2 losses you have, they have a combined 1 loss. So that's going to help you down the line, and it also makes you better as a team.
Yeah, and I like the RPI. You know, 40% is your win percentage, 40% is your opponent's win percentage, and 20% of the value is your opponent's win percentage. So playing a team like Bellevue, who's playing teams with a combined 80% win percentage, and their opponents are winning a lot. You know, it does nothing but help us ratings-wise, but it also helps us just from a basketball standpoint, what we need to do to get better as a team.
All but 1 player on your roster scored tonight. Says about the balance, but I mean, what can you say about Boccio tonight, about Ava? I mean, she put up 27 points. She's hitting threes. She reminds me of a senior you graduated last year that was hitting shots like that. And it's a key piece getting back this year after graduating your good senior class from last year. And she's come in, she's learned, you know, the program, everything with it, and it just makes you guys so much better. And it opens things up for what balance that you have with everybody else.
Yeah, and it was really cool tonight. You know, her mom, Jill, is our all-time leading scorer. She played at Ohio State. We had Lisa Klein that was here, who's arguably the best female basketball player to ever play in Ohio, to come watch Ava. So for her to go out and perform like that was very special for her. But the kid deserves it. You know, she works incredibly hard. It's unbelievable how hard she works. And then when I look at how she gets in those positions, you know, Brinley Barnett, she did such a great job, and she's done it all year, just pushing the pace and taking care of the basketball. I thought Eliana Pelkey was just incredible tonight, and she has been. And, you know, we got a bunch of kids that don't really care about if I do this or score this. It's, you know, about team wins and how did I do defensively and how am I rebounding and things like that. And, you know, as a coach, it doesn't always happen like that, but pretty blessed, you know, for you to bring up Mel, who, you know, probably the best player that I've ever coached was Mel Blueball, you know, especially after last season. And there's some kids here, and Ava specifically, that's, you know, right there and knocking on the door. And, you know, you show me a good coach, I'll show you a bunch of good players, and we've had a couple.
Lastly, next game, it's a big one. Could give you a 2-game lead in the conference. You're at Shelby, a tough place to play. You've come close against them in a few years. What's it going to take to go there and get your first win at Shelby? You got 2 here. You're going for number 1 up there.
We'll just have to bring the same energy that we brought tonight, the same energy we took to Bellevue. The one thing that's standard with just table stakes with Shelby is they play hard every year. It does not matter who they have. You know, Natalie and Scott and Demi and Amy, they have them playing so hard.
Yeah.
Regardless of who they have, whether it's this year, which I think they are, you know, the last several seasons they've won it. They're just really well schooled. They play extremely hard. We're going to have to match that energy. We're going to have to match that intensity. You know, have a good week of practice, obviously, and be ready to go in there and play.
All right, Coach. Well, congratulations on the bounce-back victory.
It's always great having you back.
13-2 now, and looking like you guys are rolling, but you got a big one coming up. So best of luck in Shelby, and then, you know, Colonel Crawford, West Holmes, and all the others. You have some games
Thanks,
left.
Travis.
Thank you.
Thanks
very much.
Thanks, OH Report.
Thank you. And that will wrap things up here from the Colt Corral. Want to thank everybody that helped make things possible tonight in this 80-31 victory, as the Colts just doing everything correct here tonight. 22s, 11 threes. And it was a great night. Want to thank everybody who helped make things possible. Adam Thompson running the 1s and 2s. You got Jonathan and Desmond. Lawrence on the camera. I've had him the last couple times. It's not just Desmond, it's Desmond Lawrence, as we saw from Hillsdale. And thank all of our sponsors for this evening. Clear Fork runs away with this one tonight. We'll be back tomorrow. Got a big one. Can Hillsdale come off the high of knocking off Norwayne to take down a Tri-Way team that's pretty darn good as well? We'll find that out tomorrow night. But for now, so long from Belleville.